Space is great. I love space. Hello there, welcome back to my booktube channel. My name's Kate and I love stories. That's about all you need to know about me. Today, I'm going to be doing a library haul. So I've seen people do these kind of videos before and they have like 30,000 books, and like I'm not that fast of a reader. I only have 5, but they're very good and I'm very excited about that. So here we go. So starting off the pile, I have this book, which is oh, I'm so sorry about the blinding light. This is The Whispering Skull, which is book 2 in the Lockwood & Co. series by Jonathan Stroud. I think it's Stroud. I don't really know how to say it. This is technically a middle grade series, so it's like kind of like below my reading level, but it's really good and I like it, so I'm reading it because I will not be stopped by the constructs of reading levels. So I read the first book like about a month ago, maybe? I don't know, but I read it like super fast because it was really good and I was like really interested. So I got the second book, and it's also good. It's about like ghosts and stuff, so it's kind of good for October. It's a little spooky vibes. I'm the biggest wimp and I hate anything to do with horror, so like this is about as spooky as I get. So Lockwood & Co. is a series that takes place in an alternate version of reality where ghosts exist and children fight them. That's, yeah, basically. So then there's this agency, Lockwood & Co., and then they fight ghosts. Yeah, it's really cool though. It's very interesting. I like it a lot. Anywho, that's that. Book 1. Book 2, I've actually already started this book. I'm like about halfway through. I think a little less than halfway through. And that is Royal Bastards by Andrew Schwartz. I think his last name is Schwartz. Sorry if I'm not saying that right. I saw this book in a bookstore, and so like I have a tendency, I don't usually buy books unless I've read them and know that I love them already. Because unless they're like in the thrift store or in the dollar store, I'll usually like wait and get them from the library first, so that way I know I like them, so I'm not spending like $10,000 on a book and I'm like, about, because that's happened before, and I was like, didn't really want to do that yet. So anyway, I saw this in the bookstore. I was like, this looks really interesting. So now I'm reading it, and it is very interesting. It's about a group of teenagers in a fantasy world who are all, most of them are bastards, so they're not legitimate children, and they witness a crime that they're not supposed to see happen, and they get framed for like murder, and then they have to go on the run to stop a war, and it's really interesting. The characters are really funny and great, and I am thoroughly enjoying this. Also, it has a whole like found family dynamic, and like any book or story with a found family dynamic owns my entire soul. So I'm living for this. The third book I have is called, I actually saw this one in the book, I saw the sequel to this one in a bookstore as well, and I was like, whoa, this looks really cool. So, Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody, one of those. I am so sorry to everybody whose books I'm reading. I don't know what your name is, and I'm really sorry about it. So this book I am super excited about. I read the first chapter, even though I'm reading like 3 other books and probably shouldn't have, but like, it was so good. So I'm very, very excited about this one. This is a fantasy book where this girl, N, goes to the city of Sin to track down her mother, and she gets mixed up with gamblers and smugglers and thieves, and it sounds really, really exciting and very good. The sequel to this one, King of Fools, is what I saw in the bookstore, and I read the back of it, and I was like, whoa, this is really cool. So then I got this, and I'm really excited to read this. It's also described in like the little review thing up here as House of the Rising Sun meets Six of Crows, and Six of Crows is one of my favorite books of all time, so like, sign me the heck up, I'm ready. So that's book 3. Book 4 is another one that I saw in the bookstore and decided to get from the library, and that is The Disasters by M.K. England. So this has the same kind of found family dynamic as Royal Bastards, but it's in space, and I love space so much. Any book that involves like sci-fi, like space, people living in space, I'm like, ooh, yes. I'm a huge Star Trek fan, huge Star Wars fan. Space is great. I love space. I'm very excited to read this book. Also, it's called The Disasters, and if that ain't my aesthetic, I don't know what is. Next book I literally had never heard. This one is not one I saw in the bookstore. Like, I had never heard of this book until I was walking through the library, and I was like, that looks cool. Then I grabbed it. Now I have it. So, this book is Isle of Blood and Stone by, I cannot pronounce his name. It's by, I don't know if you can see, by this person. I do not know how to pronounce her name. I don't really want to try because I don't want to butcher it. So this book is like fantasy, but also like Indiana Jones, which is very cool. It's about these two princes get murdered, and then the prince's younger brother and a couple other people are like, they find some like clues as to what happened, and so then they try to like figure it out. And there's a really cool map inside, which is super cool. And like, I love maps, books with maps. Yes, like sign me up. But it sounds really cool, and I love Indiana Jones. I love like adventure-y, treasure, mystery kind of stuff. So like, I'm very excited to read this. But yeah, so that's all. I got these 5 books. Very excited about them. If you've read any of these, please like let me know in the comments, and then we can like freak out together, and it'll be fun. And if you want me to do reviews on any of these, well, I probably won't do reviews. If you want me to just like make a video where I'm just screaming about how much I loved it, then like let me know, and I will gladly do that. I'm kind of already planning to do one about Ace of Shades. I don't really know about the other ones, but look at how pretty they are. I love them. Are they backwards? Can you even read these? But yeah. So, I think that's about all for today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I need to come up with an outro. I don't have one right now. So, peace.
Is this a thumbnail? Is this how you post for thumbnail? I don't know.